Good morning. Click like, click share. This is my new face masks. If you want one, send me a message. Anyway, this message is for the Christians. You know, me and my sister, we was having a conversation this morning about my behavior as a Christian woman. But my sister don't know me. My mother don't know me. You know, they just react on things they think because ever since as a child, I've always been a very secretive person. I kept to myself. I didn't say much. And I didn't do much by the way of bothering people. You know, I just grew up, you don't like me, stay away from me. You do whatever you want, I'm going to ignore you. The type of things that I used to do. So, even as an adult, I was just ignoring people. But it comes to a point in your life where you have to defend yourself. See, the problem is, let me take this off. The problem is, as a Christian person, dealing with other people who's not as much as Christian as you are. I'm not saying I'm devout or whatever the case may be, but like I said, you know, when somebody's bothering me, I leave them alone. I ignore them. I go to the other side. I keep turning cheeks because that's what the Bible say to do. And I'll let you in on a secret. This is what the bullies and this is what the other side wants you to, as a Christian person, to do. They want you to keep praying, keep reading your Bible, keep ignoring them, and keep doing you so they can continually do what they want to do to you. Because they know as a Christian, you're not going to use violence. They know as a Christian that you're always going to pray to God. They know as a Christian that, you know, God don't want you to, you know, do what they do. But then that's one version of the Bible. And I was telling my sister, well, God also gave you the strength and the knowledge to know when to defend yourself. Because when you turn all the cheeks that you can, when you ignore people as much as you can, and they continually keep doing what they're doing because they know, oh, she's not going to do nothing. He's not going to do nothing. He's just going to sit there and pray to God, read his Bible. And, you know, they're laughing at us. They're laughing at it. And for years and years, they get away with bullying and disrupting your life, stealing your stuff, and just causing havoc in your life because they depend on us as Christians to lower ourselves to their standards. But in the other portion of the Bible, it says, do unto others as others would do unto you. An eye for an eye. Because you as a Christian, in a way, you know, you keep bothering God with all these little petty stuff that we can take care of. God is going to take care of that person. But God want to see that you help yourself also. And he gives you the mindset and the strength to do something to these people to get them off your back. And then when you get them to that point, you leave them alone and he'll take over. But if you don't try to defend yourself, and if you don't try to get these people off your back, I know we say, yeah, we try and they still come at us or whatever and whatever. Yes, I know we do try, but we have to try harder. And also, we have to do unto them as they do unto us. Because all they're doing is depending on us not doing to them what they do to us. Because they know that's not godlike. But, in fact, it is. Because if you tried all other options and it's not working, it's time to show them how it feels to get what they have been giving us. It's time. And it's not in our norm, so we don't know how to even start doing it. Well, we have to learn. And how you learn? By watching them. What did they do to you for you to run scared and you to get headaches and you to lose your job and you to do that? Do it back to them. Because that's the only way they're going to learn. That's the only way they're going to see what it feels like to get something done to them that they think that they didn't deserve. Because right now they're just laughing because they're benefiting from all our grief. They're benefiting. And they're depending on us to not do anything to them. But if we lash back and we do to them what they've done to us, and then they see and they feel and they lose whatever they love, and oh, I'm not bothering nobody, but somebody done did this to me. I'm such a good person. No, you're not. You're messing with people's lives. And you're laughing about it because you're telling your homegirl and your homeboy, oh, fuck with her. She's a pushover. Or he's a pushover. He's a Christian. He's not going to do nothing. Or like the doctors in Kings County, this one doctor, Miss Thomas. I have to use her name. She's part of the clique. So she installs listening devices and stuff in other doctors' office because that's what the clique do, to find out their weaknesses and what they want to hide, and then they go and blackmail the person. You understand? That's what they do. Blackmail. So me, the reason why I'm in trouble with them is because they don't have anything to blackmail me with. And when they do find out something that they think I might be blackmailable about, I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Go do what you got to do. Go tell who you got to tell. That's how I deal with them. So now they don't know what to do with me because they can't blackmail me into submission. What can we do to this bitch for her to submit? Because she's not following for our blackmail schemes. Because that's what they do. So, okay, they blackmail you. They have a lot to hide. You found out their shit. You understand? So, I try to tell my sister that my reactions to some people is not an overnight thing. It's not the person do one thing and I blow up or whatever the case may be. It's time and time again, I ask you not to do something and you're doing it. And especially with some of these restaurants, you ask them not, it's simple things. You ask them not to put in a whole bunch of gravy. And you pay $20 for your food and they drown it in gravy. Or you ask them not to put tomatoes. They put a whole bunch of tomatoes. Because, okay, the food is out of their way. They send it to you. What are you going to do? Call Uber? Because Uber don't really do anything. So they make the money. You throw away the food. You waste your money. They laughing. They still in business. So what do? You stop buying their food. You tell it as it is. Your food suck. Okay? Or you tell them, listen, I know you fucking with my shit. So you're gonna see what it feels like for somebody to fuck with your shit. You understand? Because I was having an issue with Miss Kennedy, Jacqueline Kennedy, at the Canarsie post office. That's not really her name, but that's the name she gives me. She goes through my shit and she steals my shit, and she's very smug about it. So I want to see how she's gonna feel when her shit starts. Shit's still happening to her. she's not going to feel too good about it. Or anybody around here who has fucked with my shit. I park my car, I get up the next morning, my shit, you know, how would they feel if shit like that happened to them? Or I'm looking for my check and my son's looking for his check and it disappears. How would you feel? Okay. Give them a taste of their medicine. Don't raise your hands who you are. You know what you have to do as Christians. Do not point yourself out. Do not tell them what you're going to do. Just do it. Let them wonder who's doing what to them, like how we are wondering. Yeah. Let them feel how it feels. They want to steal people's mail. Let them see how it feels for their fucking mails to disappear. And their packages. And their cars to be fucked with. You let them, yes, all you souls and Christians and people who's been messed with by this group or these groups. You got a skill. Use it against them. Because talking to them, they just look at you like you dumb. Like you're stupid. And for years, they got strength of that. They want us to sit and pray and get on our knees and ask God, why is this person doing whatever? Yeah. Because sometimes they pose as Christians themselves. They all in the church, yes. And as soon as they exit the church, they are the meanest son of a bitches. But yet still they rely on you for being a good Christian. See, my face is clearing up. All the bumps went away. Because I'm doing a regimen. I'll let y'all know later. So don't be scared. But don't point yourself out. Defend yourself. Defend other Christians like you. Or other people like you. You don't have to be a Christian. You understand? Don't be afraid. Because they're depending on you being afraid so they can continually be the bullies that they are. You hear me? If you got something that they want, don't give it to them. If they want your business in their businesses, don't go to their business. Sometimes you crave their food or don't go. Don't do it because that's what they're doing to you. They want to starve your shop for making any money. Yes, though they want you to patronize their shit. Or their uncle shit or their brother or their son shit. Don't do it. Find somebody else who's beneficial to you and your family. Don't fall for the hokey doke black business, support black business, because it's your own black people, it's your own minority people that's pulling you down. I have gotten more help from white people than my own black people. Because it's being black is only beneficial when their people makes money. But if us as Christians have to make money, no. They don't want us to make money because we're not part of their squad. We're not part of their team. They only want to call black on black this when it's beneficial to them. And this is how I was trying to explain to my sister how you get back to these people, because there's but so much cheeks you can turn. There's but so much kneeling you can do. And I'm never going to pray for my enemies again. Or pray for your enemy. Fuck that. I'm not praying for none of them. Praying for them to get what they're given. Sure, I'll pray for that. For their downfall. Oh, hell yeah. For all the tricky nurses who go around messing with people. Yeah. You know what to do if you're a nurse or a doctor. They surrounded me when I got sick, boy. And when I got hurt. Oh yeah, I go in the hospital. The Haitian nurse be in the background trying to get all my information. Then the young girl in the front be trying to steal my ID. I'm not just talking in that section. I'm talking about wherever I go. Somebody on their team is always watching me. So somebody on my team needs to be watching. I watch you for you and you watch for me. Every time I leave my house, all of them want to find a way in my house. Snap pictures. Take video. Don't send it to the cops. You understand? Let them know you're not falling for that thing no more. Christians have to learn how to defend themselves. Meek people have to learn how to defend themselves. And sometimes the only way certain people can understand is when they lash you, you lash them back. They want to take food out your mouth, but it's a sin if you try to take food out their mouth. Oh, what kind of Christian are you? You keep saying you want the girl to lose her job. Yeah, but the girl was part of a team that helped lose my job. They didn't all do it. They didn't. One person didn't do it. It was a whole team of them. The doctor had to sign the note. The captain had to do this. The captain had to do that. Blah blah blah. You understand? It's a whole team of them. So we have to follow suit. Because they all want to look innocent. Like yesterday, the simplest thing yesterday, I had on my mask, right? So I went to the hospital. And one of the nurses, I don't know if she's a nurse or just an assistant, one of the assistants, and I had on my hat. She told me, she said, "Oh, I like your hat." I said, "Oh, thank you." I said, "Oh, I sell them." So she said, "How much?" I said, $150. She gave me $2 just to be a smartass because she's on their team. You understand? This, and I'm walking in the hospital, and this lady from nowhere, she knows who I am. This lady from nowhere sees me in the hallway and just start berating me with 24 questions. Who are you? Who you here to see? Bitch, you know who the fuck I am. You know who the fuck I'm here to see. You know what the fuck is wrong with me. You already knew before I came in the fucking hospital because you're keeping an eye on me. So I said, "Lady, who are you? I don't know you. I'm in the hallway. I don't know where you going. You just asking me a whole bunch of questions. I don't even know if you work for the hospital. But you're just berating me with questions, acting like you somebody." So then I'm going in one direction because she knows where I'm going. But she has to watch out to see when I arrive because they're timing me. Because when I'm away from my house, they're doing something to my house. So they have to monitor my movements. So therefore, everybody would know where the fuck I am in my progress. So they can leave the house or finish doing what they're doing in time. So she's fucking keeping an eye on me and keeping them in thing of what I'm doing. So I said, "Well, who the fuck are you? I don't know you. You in the fucking hallway asking me personal questions. Fuck out of here." So then she opens the door to where I'm going. So she goes behind the desk and start acting busy to show me she works here. Yes, still you wasn't doing what um at the position where I need you. Because you're looking out for me. You was at the door to see what time I arrive so you can tell them, "Oh, she's at the hospital. Go do what you got to do." Because soon as they heard that I'm going to the doctor, all of them pulled up on the side of my house, waiting for me to leave. Vilmene and crew. Reyes and crew. They had their little boys and girls or whatever. So I'm looking. I said, oh, either they going to shoot me or they trying to break in. So I couldn't get a cab because Uber started getting expensive. Because I think Reyes worked for Uber. So he's monitoring my shit, and whoever's working at Uber is doing some bullshit to the app or whatever. I know all this sound crazy, but this is how they work. Because one man can't do everything, so they have to find out who works in what company to do whatever. That's why some of these companies is losing money, because some of these companies don't want to pay attention to some of these workers who's working there. You understand? So all of them lined up, waiting for me to leave or go outside, whichever one. So don't think everything is not noticed by me. But what can I do? My ears hurt. I got to go to the doctor. I can't stay in the house to watch my house. I shouldn't be I shouldn't be on pins and needles every time I leave my house that somebody's going to break into my house. And they are, because there's wide open spaces all over. Somebody can take a picture. You don't belong in Rhonda's house. What are you doing breaking into her house? I just saw her leave. Why you always wait till she leave to act like you know her and you break into her house? So, they want to play this slick shit and they think I don't notice all they slick shit. But I do notice, but I got to leave my house. I'm not going to stay in my house. I'm not going to let them make me afraid of leaving my house. No. When I come back and shit is out of order or I felt you did something to you, guess what? The same shit is going to happen to your house. So I'm not going to sit here and see a whole bunch of young kids and Gene and Reyes and Hutchinson and all of them hanging, waiting for me to leave and be afraid. No, I'm gonna fucking leave because I know when I come back what I have to do. So they not putting no fear in my heart. You fuck with me, I'ma fuck with you. Plain and simple. So every time I leave and you come in and you want to connect something or put something in or take something out or whatever, you do you. Just expect that shit. Just let me see who's worth more. Your loss or my loss. Okay? So don't think I don't notice all the people at the helm keeping an eye on me. Okay? All you soldiers out there. Well, y'all got soldiers, we got soldiers too. You're not going to push us around no more. We're going to fight you back. We're going to learn how you do it from you guys. The same treatment you do to us, we're going to do to you. And that goes for dirty cops. And dirty FBI agents and whoever, drug agents, I don't care. And doctors, yes. Whatever you do to us, we're going to do to you. Whatever we lose, you're going to lose. Because I'm not in this fight just for me. Oh, Rhonda, you want us to fight everybody? No, we all fight for each other. That's what they're doing. They want to go off and kill people's family. What's the matter? Your family don't die? So I say this to people: stop being afraid anymore. Do like they do. They're quiet about what they do. We can be quiet about what they do. Just notice things around you. Just notice when you go to the bank, who's always trying to help you. When you go to the doctor's office, who's always, around you. Just notice certain things. Because they're noticing you. They're trying to learn the technique. Just like they're trying to learn the technique from the Masons. But when they learn one technique, the Masons change the game and move on to something else. So by the time they learn whatever they learn, they're on to another one. You're not Masons. Sorry, you're just tricksters. You understand? So Hutchinson want to scare me with his raccoons and his snakes and whatever fucking animals he want to put in my house. I'm not afraid of you. I lose, you lose. That's how this game is going to go. It's not turn the cheek anymore. If you can't seem to sit down and leave me the fuck alone and leave my peoples alone and leave of everybody else alone, you're going to feel what you give. So every time I walk out my door and something happens, even if I don't see it, I know it and I feel it because you know I have the gift. You're going to be gotten, you're going to be get at or gotten at, whatever the terminology is. I'm going to get at you. For real, we can go on and on and on and on. I'm not running scared. I'm not sitting down and praying. I'm not getting on my knees to pray for you. I don't pray for my enemies. I pray for my enemies' demise. That's what good Christians do. They want you to pray for them so they can get strength to come back at you even stronger. Don't pray for your enemies. Don't do it no more. You don't have to point out yourself. And even if you're not a Christian, but you're a good person, a really good person, and these people have been bothering you, you got some kind of skills. Do what you got to do. If the fucking cops is bothering you, find out where the fuck they live at. Like they wanna tell you and find out where the fuck they because nobody's untouchable because you're a fucking crooked cop. You want to use your badge to arrest me. You want to charge me with some bullshit. You want to lock me up for good. That's what you want to do with your badge, knowing you're a fucked up cop. So now your life is going to fall apart. The truth is going to come out about you. That's if you're a bad cop, because all cops are not bad people. It's just the bad ones is making the good ones look, So, just don't be a pushover no more. Stand up for yourself. If somebody's bothering you, you find a weak spot and you stomp on it. Whatever they do to you, you do to them. Or if you can't do it, find somebody who will help you do it. Yep. That's what you do. Okay? So I'm just trying to give y'all the strength to let you know you're not by yourself. And people is going to say, oh, you're a mean person. And that's just to turn you off from being like them. But sometimes that's what it takes, being like them. That's the only language they understand. How many years can you pray for your enemy to leave you alone? Because they're going to get madder when you defend yourself. They're going to be like, how dare she? And they're going to come harder at you, and you prepared to come harder at them. Because they cannot imagine you defending yourself, because for all these years they've been pushing you around. So, they're not ready for you to defend yourself. So they're like, okay, she was weak once, or he was weak once, so he's going to be weak again. But you can't be weak again with them. Whatever medicine they give you, give them the same medicine. An eye for an eye. An eye for an eye. If you know that person's a dirty cop, okay, start tape recording them, videotaping them, in the scene. Or they threaten you, talking to you, whatever. Yep. Because these people won't stop. And I can't take another 50 or 1,000 years of these people running the show. The country and the world is going to the pits. It's going to the garbage. Because it's like the devil is running this country now. Everything is a racial thing. It's not that a person hits somebody or a person say something to somebody. It's always something racial. That's just them covering up their bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So all you Kennedys out there, Jacqueline J. Kennedy at the post office. I got you, girl. I got you. All you Hutchinsons, Reyes's, Bryant's, Jean, and Vilmonet. I got you. What you do to me is going to be done to you. Street code. And it's not going to be done years from now. It's going to be done directly. It's going to be at you. So every time I leave my house, Mr. Jean, you can line up your little boy crew to do whatever you do. Everything is duly noted. Okay? And one by one, those same little boys and girls is going to fall. And you caused it. Because you recruited them to do shit. So they think there's a pack of 4 or 5. Nobody will say nothing because they people from the streets. Nobody say nothing, do nothing because everybody's scared. One by one, they shall fall. And so would you. Okay? Stay out my house. Stay away from my car. Stay away from my kid. Stay away from my family. And have a good life. But if you mess, send me some fake insurance bill, Mr. Hutchinson and Company. Try to break into my accounts. Try to steal my mail, my packages. You want to see everything